1966, present and former African-American employees of Albemarle Paper Company, a mill in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina, filed a lawsuit against their employer and the union representing them. They charged that the company's seniority system perpetuated the overt segregation in the plant's departmental job assignment system. They asked the court for an injunction against any policy, practice, custom, or usage at the mill violating Title VII. In 1970, after the case had dragged on for several years, the group added a demand for back pay. This case dealt with two important issues under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. One, the standards the district court should use in deciding back pay awards to employees who suffer monetary loss because of racial discrimination, and two, the requirements placed upon an employer to establish that pre-employment tests that have a discriminatory effect are sufficiently job-related to survive a legal challenge. However, the district court refused to consider the testing procedure, saying the tests had been validated, denying the claim for back pay. The Court of Appeals reversed the district court's judgment, finding that the tests used by the company were not sufficiently job-related to be valid under Title VII, and held that the trial court should have enjoined the use of the test and awarded back pay. The ruling found that the absence of bad faith wasn't sufficient grounds to deny back pay, and that the validation process had four serious flaws. One, it had not been used consistently. Two, it compared the test scores to the subjective rankings of supervisors, which could not be tied to job-related performance criteria. Three, the tests were validated against the most senior jobs and not entry-level positions. And four, the validation study used only experienced white employees, not the new job applicants who were primarily non-white. The Court of Appeals ruled that such awards should follow closely upon a finding of discrimination, and that ordering back pay was an appropriate incentive for employers to comply with Title VII. The significance of Albemarle Paper versus Moody is that employment tests must be valid and follow the uniform guidelines on employee selection procedures. Subjective supervisor rankings aren't sufficient for criterion validation. The criterion must be tied to the job requirements.